brighten up those dark mornings. Wheeler, Ollie, and Lecter. Mornings at the Cabin.
Mornings at the Cabin, indeed. Wheeler, AJ, and Lecter with you on your...
It's Thursday, bud.
Thursday.
I don't know who needs to hear this, but today is Thursday.
Probably everybody.
Probably everybody. This is a very strange, kind of surreal. No one kind of out and about right now. Very quiet outside. I mean, it is just 7, but usually there's a little traffic out there. And here we all are with it. No, about 6 feet apart from each other. Yeah.
Give or take.
Give or take an inch or two.
A Tinder 6 foot, which is really more like 5'5", 5'6".
5'5".
I think I was within that range with AJ, so I just slid over slightly.
Yeah, no doubt. And I'm over here, stay on the side of the desk, lest you be slapped in the face. And just a reminder for people, if you do see people breaking any kind of self-isolation rules, slap them with a stick, because you got to stay at least 6 feet away.
Is that what Candola's telling people?
I don't know. That's what I'm telling people.
Oh.
We're seeing a lot of upticks in Alberta, Quebec, BC. The U.S. is a garbage dump.
Running rampant.
A garbage dump. Close. Build that wall on the 49th parallel. Build it. Don't let the zombies in. Oi. It's been an interesting week. Been in self-isolation. Not really self-isolation at all.
What?
Because, what? We were told that anybody traveling into the NWT within the last 14 days had to self-isolate. So this was our 14th day was yesterday. And because we didn't know that before we just kept hanging out, then I am also included.
But once you knew.
Then, well, no, it's not self. You have to isolate, according to the chief public. Never mind.
Mornings at the Cabin, the podcast.
What are you doing over there?
AJ's been sitting there all week, being responsible.
What the hell are you letting him sit in your seat for?
Because I've been sitting in your seat. Because you've been at home.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
The morning shuffle, as we call it.
The morning cabin shuffle. So, yeah, it's been about a week, since we found out that I think it was Saturday night or Friday night, so about a week, that we found out that, because Phoenix had been in BC within the last 14 days.
Right.
So we were told she had to self-isolate until the end of her 14 days. And then I was kind of like, what does that mean? What does that mean for me? And I called the line a couple of times. Didn't get through, which is totally understandable.
Yeah.
And Ollie, bless him, got me the info saying that, like, no, you should probably do it too. Just do it. Right. And we sent in our plans and all that stuff. Still haven't heard a response on either of those plans. You're supposed to get a response saying, like, they're supposed to, like, look at your plan and go, okay, or not, basically.
Okay. Yeah. Basically, you should be self-isolating?
Well, yeah,
or,
I think so.
So you have been self-isolating.
Well, no, it's, Jesus. you guys just want to do the show? You guys just do the show. No, it is, I guess it is self-isolating, like you said, because the other option is being a total jackass about it.
Yeah.
I was going to say ass butt.
Ass butt.
An ass butt. I want to say the other one, but because I'm a little fired up this morning.
Yeah. Just a disclaimer. This one,
I am a little fired up. There's just a lot of really
one.
stupid things going on right now, and that's the human race. I mean, any challenge we meet cannot be met with enough stupidity. So
that's our greatest strength.
Yeah, that's right. It is our greatest strength. It's what's caused us to go headlong through evolution. Just kind of falling ass backwards into moving forward.
Ass butt backwards.
Ass butt backwards. So we did the whole thing, yeah, and you're right. I guess it is self-isolation because I was.
Hey, look at that, AJ. I'm right.
Oh, Jesus! Just
keep going. You're doing great. You're doing great.
Nothing else to say.
No, just keep recapping about your whole experience.
I'm a little. Sorry, I've been in my house for a week.
Yeah,
you're
cagey.
Just let me go. Let me have this for a second.
Okay.
Go ahead. So yes, self-isolation. Fine. I wasn't mandated. There wasn't someone outside my door with a gun. Jesus.
Not that you know.
So we just came out of a week of that, and I'm antsy as hell, man. I'm antsy as hell. I've had this feeling in my gut all morning because I got to go to work, and I'm not really feeling great about it. That's all.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And my option is to get laid off. That's my option, and everybody's going through that right now.
Right.
People are being laid off. People are not knowing where their next paychecks are coming from, and we're constantly reading stories about corporations being bailed out. That's all we're reading about is how the economy just has to keep going and put people at risk. So I'm antsy today. Anyway,
Yeah, fair enough.
social distancing, or as we're calling it now, physical distancing, because we can be social. And good example last night and the last couple of nights over the last week is that, I mean, it's tough. And it's only been a week.
Yeah.
Right? And other people are, into their second week. Other people, like, yesterday we found out, or the other day we found out the schools are going to be closed. So parents are like, I don't know what I'm going to do for 5 months.
Yeah.
And, so we're all kind of, it sucks. It really sucks being at home all that time. And not because, like, we got on each other's nerves or anything like that. It's just that, like, I'm waiting for the other shoe to drop, and I have been for about 3 weeks now. And that's, like, lockdown, everybody stays home, that's it.
Yeah.
And, I mean, a lot of places are doing that. I'm waiting for it to happen here. I don't know if it's going to happen because we've done such an amazing job of isolating.
Yeah.
And testing as many people as possible, testing at a higher percentage than anywhere else in the country.
Yeah.
Per capita or whatever you want to say. So like that's been incredibly encouraging. A lot of great things happening in Yellowknife to help out and things like that. And so I'm just I'm antsy waiting for that other shoe to drop, which is everybody isolate for 2 weeks or a month or whatever.
Right.
Let's just get it done.
Well, I think everyone is kind of right there with you because there's just so much uncertainty.
Yeah.
Because obviously especially once that first positive case was announced, it was like, okay, should we just shut her down for a couple weeks, make sure that we're good to go after that? And we even talked about it yesterday morning, when you were in your last day of self-isolation, and we were thinking, well, like, should you come back into the studio? Like,
right.
is there a point to doing this? Should you just stay home? Should AJ and I just, stay home, even though we have not experienced any symptoms? Neither of us have been out of the NWT for, the last 14 days or however many days prior. There was no reason, but it was like, well, but should we just do it anyway?
Yeah, by using logic, are you being reckless? You know what I mean? Being like, well, I mean, we're not showing any symptoms. We've been cleaning everything like crazy. Changing mic, we have specific mic socks that we're all using. Like, we're taking a lot of precautions, but at the same time, we're like, well, we're here, though. You know what I mean? Like, we're still here. And, once every second day, I go to the post office. That's my big stress.
Yeah.
Because I got to touch this door. Actually, I've been using my shoulder to bump through the doors.
Yeah.
And I'm using gloves with keys.
Yeah.
So you think about all that. That's a lot of precautions. I think we're doing the right thing.
I think so, too.
But that looming fear is in your head.
And I don't mean to be, I'm agitated. I apologize. I don't mean to be that. And I know that's not what this show is supposed to be about. We're supposed to have a little bit of fun, but I needed to get that out there.
It's good insight.
Just get that energy out there that it's just like, that's why I said yesterday, like, if you're not curing cancer or like writing the great American novel, great Canadian novel, whatever, Handmaid's Tale, if you're not like excelling at being self-isolated, be easy with yourself.
Yes.
Take it easy on yourself.
Absolutely.
Take it easy on those around you.
Yeah.
You don't need to become the best version of yourself while you're isolating. It sucks.
Yeah.
It's nerve-wracking and it's boring at times, and you try to do as much as you possibly can, but like it's the not knowing that's just kind of very stressful. And and for people with anxiety disorders or people like with mental health issues, this is just adding to that.
Yeah.
This is just another existential dread that is just kind of creeping up around your face. That being said, there were some good things about the past week, which is like reconnecting with friends from down south.
Nice.
That we don't get to see very often. I played some online poker with some friends. So we set up a tourney like on PokerStars.net. We all played together and we had a conference call.
Did you clean them out?
I didn't. I came in third.
Whoa.
I came in third.
That's not bad.
I came in third. Online
Going home
poker
with
is a
some
little
money.
different because you can't read anybody. You can't look at anybody and kind of determine what they're doing.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit more difficult. We had a big Discord call conference. Discord is an app for multiple calls.
Yeah.
We played Mario Kart for a couple hours, which was awesome. And last night we played this trivia game with some friends in Manitoba and Alberta. So
the internet's a huge factor in this.
If it, like this thing,
as far as mental well-being,
absolutely, more than anything else, this has proved that the internet is a utility, not a luxury.
Yeah.
This needs to be in every house. This needs to be everywhere. You need to be able to access the internet from literally anywhere. And I'm talking about even like hunters out on the land in the middle of nowhere should be able to take out a phone or take out a device and be like, boop, 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 I'm trapped.
And I think
that's
where they're headed.
We're headed that way, and a lot of people are fighting against it because they think that 5G causes cancer or whatever.
So do windmills.
You know what it doesn't cause?
What?
COVID-19.
COVID-19. There you go.
But we don't know enough about it yet.
That's true. That's true. So as much as I am agitated, I'm a little agitated this morning, just kind of getting, and I mean, part of that is just getting up and doing anything. Yeah. Getting out of the house and being able to do stuff.
Well,
right?
it's a very honest reflection of what isolation actually can be like. Like, obviously, you're rattled a little bit, right?
And I have it pretty good. You know, we're stocked up on food. We're stocked up on everything that we need. She was working. I was doing work. We have, we've got internet. We got movies. We got a dog there. Like, we have it okay.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, for anybody who's having to isolate that doesn't have any of these things or doesn't have a support group around them, or God forbid is in an abusive situation, holy jeez, I want to say it so hard. I want to say holy-ish so hard, but we won't do that. But we'll try to keep it light. That's all I wanted to get out there is that it's tough, and we're looking down the barrel of possibly more of it. And yeah, that's what I'm saying. Reach out to your friends. If you're in isolation, or if you have friends in isolation, reach out, call them, video conference, whatever. Everybody looks like hell right now, so don't worry about video conferencing. Literally everyone looks like hell. So yeah, just reach out to your friends. Check in on your introverted friends who maybe have been making jokes over the past week about how they've been training about this for years. They're still going to need to reach out, and reach out to your extroverted friends as well, because right now they are screaming on the inside because they just can't get out and do anything. Reach out to your friends. Be kind to each other, for God's sake.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast. Hey, it was early. What do you want from us?
Who cares what day it is? It's a day. That's how we refer to these days now. It's day.
Number.
And then there's night.
You just put a number after it. It's
day
8.
Day 8. No, we're doing just fine. For those of you in self-isolation, and there are a lot of you, just judging by the fact that there's like literally no one outside, we've started to refer to your kids or your dogs or just anyone that you're in there with. If you're working from home, start referring to your loved ones as coworkers. I think that's pretty funny. I've seen that kind of floating around. A lot of people posting about that and just kind of saying something they did to annoy you, or something they're doing at work, and just call them your coworker as opposed to your kid or your loved one. And that's just a fun way to kind of get through your day without jabbing your eyes out with a fork.
Yeah. Well, we've been giving shout-outs to, people who have been doing good things in the community.
What about people who are doing bad things?
Well, we just shout at them. We don't shout out.
Yeah, we're not going to praise.
Yeah, it's at, not to.
Yeah, that's right.
And that's the difference.
Good.
Nice hug, dude.
Nice hug, you jackass. Quit hugging each other.
But we've been giving shout-outs to people who have been responding in positive ways, making positive impacts to the community.
Yes.
There's a couple groups that have come together since the pandemic was declared. Of course, Caremongers YK.
Yeah.
There was another one with a much less memorable title.
Stay calm and support our elders and sick people.
That was the one. Yeah. Not quite as catchy, but I mean, still doing very important work. So shout out to them as well.
Very good, very good.
And biggest shout out as of right now is definitely to the parents who got the probably terrifying news that their kids are shut down from school for the rest of the season.
That's right.
And not going back until the fall.
That's right. Remember, just let them loose, I think. Just kind of get, you know what? We're not going to do the homeschool thing. I'm just going to let you outside. You're going to be an old town dog for the next 5 months or so. Go outside. Come back when you're hungry.
Imagine being the kid, though.
Yeah.
But you can't even play with other Old Town dogs.
That's right. That does kind of suck.
They do that. They do congregate.
Right. You know what I used to do at Old Town? Behind Johnson's, there used to every winter, after every spring, there would be a puddle back there that was at least 3 feet deep.
Nice.
Just go jump in there for a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Who cares?
The local pool.
The local pool. Probably just filled with dog poop and all kinds of other things.
Oh, yeah.
And just swim in there.
Wait, are we still doing the analogy? Are you talking like kids were pooping in there?
No, kids were probably pooping in there. I don't know. I think I pooped in there.
Different time, I guess.
Very
wild
different time. We were feral back then. Old Town kids have a very strong immunity because of all the things they had to do back then.
Arsenic, human feces.
Old lace, human feces, just riding dogs. Whatever dog was around, you just jump on. Take me home. Arf! And then it goes. Yeah. The dogs knew.
So I saw this posted yesterday on friend of the cabin, Scott Thompson of Just Fitness, his Facebook. I don't know if it's been, if other people have shared it around or if he came up with this. I don't know.
He did not come up with it.
He didn't?
No,
okay.
he didn't. No, a lot of people.
I was willing to give you credit, Scott.
A lot of people were sharing it. I mean, like, it's funny that he put it up there. I've definitely seen a lot. I mean, maybe he did. Maybe I've only seen people sharing it from what he did. Yeah. But I don't think that's the case.
So it's just, I think, a way for parents to kind of get a bit of a humorous mental release about what they're experiencing at home.
Lord.
Is titled, "If you're trying to work from home with kids, tell me something they did, but call them your coworkers."
Yes.
And the responses have been hilarious.
Oh, they're so good.
For example, one of my coworkers didn't put on pants the whole day. Another made announcements every time they needed to go to the bathroom. The third coworker demanded we have Domino's pizza for supper, as their previous employer let them go home at 3:15 every day. My coworker won't stop hugging me and kissing me. They're especially affectionate and do anything for attention when I'm on the phone. We've all had coworkers like that.
We do. Not anymore, though.
Today, one of my coworkers threw a ball at another one in anger.
Oh, that happens all the time.
Uncle Lorne chimed in. One of my coworkers whipped the other one across the face with a Nunavut flag I brought back from a work trip to Kugluktuk. And both of my workers are all over my wife. Big time.
Oh, hey.
Thanks, Unc.
Hands off.
What else we got here?
Oh, I got one here.
Other good ones.
Multiple times a day, my coworker runs into my office, whips down his pants, and moons me. He proceeds to pat his cheeks while laughing hysterically, repeats the word bum bum. I'm taking this one to HR.
Amazing.
And then Scott shared one of his own, saying, "Today, one of my coworkers walked right up to me while I was sitting at my desk, dropped his pants, and said, 'I pooped,' while my other coworker laughed and spanked his bare bum." A jungle, these workplaces.
Oh,
my God.
Sounds like cabin radio.
That place is wild and crazy.
We haven't got there yet.
We're not quite
I don't think. No.
We're close, but not that close.
Yeah. Maybe the announcements part, but not the smacking each other with the bare bum.
Especially right after pooping.
That's right. That's right.
You don't want to smack it.
Should we finish off with a couple more?
Do it.
Okay. So, Mark Henry of
the
Copper
world's
House.
strongest man?
That's the one. Works at the Copper House.
Of course he does.
Today I found a concerning note on my coworker's desk containing information above their security clearance. The picture, rather the note, is a picture that is titled "Dropping the Kids Off at the Pool." And it's got a bunch of kids climbing a diving board and jumping into the toilet.
Actually, I believe that title is "Droping the Kids Off at the Pool."
Yes.
Drope those kids.
I didn't want to put the kid on Front Street quite that much, AJ.
Well, the thing is, I don't think the kid wrote it. That's that's really neat writing. That looks
it
like
is
parental
actually. It's
writing.
very legible.
I'm going to go ahead and say one of the elder Henrys may have missed a P in there.
Mark.
But didn't miss dropping the kids off at the pool.
There's a lot of coworkers that really expressing their fondness of toilet humor.
Yeah.
Our own Summer Dave. My coworker wrote his own hand washing song titled "I Have a Butt."
I have a butt.
I'd like to hear that one. Yeah.
I would like to hear that one.
How do you stretch that in? Well, I guess no.
No.
Just repeat the chorus.
Summer
Dave.
Dave. Get your kid to
record
to sing
that
the
for
song.
us, Dave.
Record
Yeah.
it. Send it in to us.
Yeah.
We want to hear "I Have a Butt"
by coworker Jack.
We
By
all need
coworker
more
Jack.
hand washing songs.
That's right.
So yeah.
And I mean, if he doesn't want to do it, we can just make one up. You
Yeah,
can make it like a
absolutely.
power ballad. I have a butt. I use it for pooping. I like that. Then I wash my hands thoroughly, singing "Happy Birthday."
That's pretty good.
Not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all.
A lot of layers.
A lot of layers in that song. Those were great. I love that the coworker thing. Those are pretty amazing.
So
And you know
keep
what?
those
You,
coming, yeah.
you mentioned a propensity towards toilet humor.
Yes.
I was thinking about this yesterday. The longer people are in ISO, the dirtier their posts are going to get.
Yeah.
Right? Because you're going to get a little squirrely,
Yeah.
and you're just going to start finding different things funny.
I've already started to see it.
Yeah, I already started there. I don't know where it would go.
You can't see my face, but it's cringing.
It's cringing. If I went to full ISO, I start with the toilet humor. I start with balls and butts.
Yeah.
And if I went into like a month of ISO, by the end I'd just be like, I don't even know what I'd be sharing.
Yeah.
It'd be pretty scary.
Let's
Maybe.
try not to think about it.
No,
But
let's
we
think-
might get there organically anyway.
That's right.
Keep Jesse healthy so we can avoid this.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast was recorded before a sort of live, thankfully not in the studio, audience.
As we've been doing since the beginning of the crisis, giving shout-outs to everybody who's still working, essential workers out there who surprisingly have become grocery store clerks, cleaners,
like anyone.
But I mean, these are the jobs that we should have respect for anyway, because these are the people that we facilitate what we get to do every day.
I worked in a grocery store, and I worked as a cleaner.
There you go. I've done both too.
Shout out to you, AJ.
Never worked in a grocery store, but I've definitely worked as a cleaner. So yeah, big shout out to everybody, and you know what? Obviously big shout outs to all the healthcare workers, all the frontline people, everybody, because absolutely,
even government officials. I was thinking last night, like Cami Candola.
Oh yeah,
put yourself in her shoes.
Well, she's a doctor.
I mean, that's sleepless nights, right? Like it's
my God.
Teetering on her.
She's a folk hero.
Words,
yeah, she's a folk hero at this point.
Yeah,
I was actually going to say to Baby Brian, baby, if you're listening, a song about Dr. Cami Candola, if you please.
That'd be nice.
Yeah.
What else is he doing?
Yeah, what else is he doing out there?
Resident songwriter.
Yeah, exactly. Resident songwriter for Cabin Radio. You're a member of 17 different bands here in Yellowknife. Get off your ass and write a song about Dr. Cami Candola.
Your mic sock looks like it's about to fall right off your mic. Is this the new style?
This is my new style. It's like wearing the hat kind of off your head, off kilter.
Jeans halfway down your butt.
One second, let me just push it on.
Oh, that's
good. ASMR, baby.
Wow.
ASMR.
Oh,
we're
baby.
stepping in.
That's right.
It gave me chills.
That's right. Feel that in your ear. Wanted to touch on this though. Someone put it out there in Yellowknife and NWT's Rants and Raves 2.0. If you're not a member of this Facebook group, get on it. It is. It's like 90% fantastic, 10% garbage, but it's pretty good.
Okay, well that's better than most Facebook.
That's right, and it's the 2.0 because the 1.0 was 90% garbage.
Actually, better than Facebook in general.
Yeah.
So one of the posters yesterday asked, who in Yellowknife is still delivering food that's not pizza? Apparently this guy's sick of pizza.
Right.
Yeah.
Well, he can leave.
He can get out of here. We know that Bruno's closed down on the 22nd. So we can't get Bruno's Pizza right now.
That's when I knew this was serious.
Yeah.
When Bruno shut down,
I knew it was serious when the bingo shut down. I was like, oh damn.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's tough.
So a lot of people posted up, and this is some responses. Coyotes still delivering
till 2 a.m.
Till 2 a.m.
Wow.
Yeah. Ed Butt and the crew really putting in the time, really supporting the community as they always do. So Coyotes still delivering. Copperhouse, of course, still doing touchless drive-through.
Yep.
Which I've seen. They put it on. What they do is they put it on one of the pizza skids and put it out to you. I was wondering how they did. Touchless. It's incredibly smart.
I wonder how many Girl Guide cookies they have left.
Probably still dozens of cases.
Yeah, they bought a lot.
If you want your Girl Guide cookies, go to Copperhouse, get yourself a pizza, and get some cookies. Mm-hmm. Mary Brown's apparently doing delivery.
Okay.
What? Apparently. Yeah.
Oh, my goodness.
I know. I want a Big Mary's Deluxe, baby. Yeah. That's what I want.
If you're sick of pizza, there's your chicken.
You're good.
There's
your coyote meat. Oh, no. That's, common misconception. Coyotes does not sell coyote meat.
Oh. Yeah. I feel like
the more you know.
Japan. Actually offering delivery.
Cool.
I saw that on their Facebook page yesterday. Wednesday is croissant day at Japan, and they are offering delivery. Still haven't tried that burger.
Tenkatsu.
So, what's that?
The Takatsu.
Takatsu. Is that what it is?
It's close.
Komatatsu.
I'm not right, but I'm close.
Oh, I don't. Oof, we're stepping in weird territory there. Sushi Cafe is offering at least takeout that I know of. Miss Saigon, which is right next to Kim's, right in Kim's Confectionery, are doing delivery. Trader's Grill doing takeout as well.
Yeah. How do you feel about takeout?
I don't mind takeout.
I think we're beyond takeout. I like the takeout because you're restricting a group of people all being together in a restaurant, but I still feel like you've got to go in. You're touching a lot of surfaces. You know what I mean?
Just don't touch any surfaces.
Well, that's kind of how do you get in the door?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to limit door touches at this stage.
Well, yeah, okay. We'll wear gloves.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
The hell's the matter with you?
Touche. I forgot about gloves.
Don't touche. That's the whole point.
Quit toucheing everything.
I got to touche my face. Mike Marks apparently still doing delivery.
Oh,
that's good. Boston Pizza apparently, although it looked pretty shuttered last night. Brew Pub obviously they're doing takeout as well. Get your growlers. Today,
Have you done that? Have you got takeout?
I got my growler and a takeout.
So how does that work? Do you just roll up and
no, you give them a call. Okay. Or you order off the Facebook page. They have an order now button or a buy now button. You order it there.
2020.
That's right, 2020, baby. It's been around for like 12 years. So you order there. They give you a call back to confirm your order. You get down there. They take your credit card over the phone, so you don't have to do any of the back and forth with that. I'm not sure if you can bring cash. That's the only thing. I don't know if they're accepting cash.
Is anyone accepting cash?
Some people are. Yeah. Well, here's the thing. You have to accept cash.
Yeah.
That's true. The thing.
But you got to be careful.
It's legal
with
tender. You got to be careful, absolutely. But
it's Canadian money. Just
it's legal
wash it.
tender, man. It's exactly. It's polymer. Just wash it. Like, it's legal tender. Don't. And the thing about not accepting cash right now, it's understandable. Mm-hmm. Not everyone has a bank card.
Right.
So if somebody's got a little bit of cash and they want to buy some food from you, take the cash.
But
put
you
on a
can
glove.
ask.
Well, you can ask. Put on a glove.
Yeah.
You got gloves at the restaurant, hopefully, and put on a glove. Take the cash and wash it.
Yeah.
Done.
If you want to make their jobs less stressful, though, and you can avoid cash.
If you can avoid cash,
avoid it.
Cash. Yeah. That's absolutely. So they took my credit card over the phone, confirmed the order, and Thomas down there upsold me on a growler, and I was like, you know what, Thomas, today's the day.
Yeah.
I'd never bought my own growler before, so now I have my own growler.
Easy upsell.
Easy upsell. He's like, you want a growler with that? And I was like, yes.
Of course.
So we had a couple of chicken standees and a growler.
Is that the brew pub's new version of you want fries with that?
Exactly. You want a growler with that? Like, yeah, all right, I'll take a growler.
All right. You may as well supersize it if you can. Yeah, okay. Yeah.
See, you ordered some beef jerky. You want a bottle of vodka with that? Yeah, what the hell? Sure.
Well, while I'm here.
So from that list, from that post, Gold Range Bistro maybe as well. I'm not sure, but from that post, that's who's delivering and who's doing takeout right now.
Wow.
If there are any more out there that you know of, send us a message. Obviously, also check Bite Me Yellowknife, the page on Facebook run by our good friend Kim G. She does a fantastic job, and good for you for standing up to the government trying to take your list.
What?
Yeah, so someone from Health and Social Services called her and said, "Can we have your list?" And she's like, "No."
Fair enough.
Yeah.
They wanted, I think they wanted her login information.
Yeah, they wanted to be able to log in and edit her page. Yeah.
Well, that's a ridiculous
because
question.
they went that way. She's like, "Yeah, no, that's fine."
Hey, can we have your radio station? No.
Yeah.
Well, if you
how
pay us
much
money.
actually?
You're not the Rotary Club, but
we're not
just come in here and take over.
We're a little more open to bargaining than Kim is, I think.
Right.
We're,
how much are we talking about?
Yeah, let's have a conversation.
So as cautious as we're all being as we kind of move forward, and obviously all these things could change in a heartbeat, right? All this stuff could change. Dr. Condola could come in today and say, nah, we can't do takeout. We can't do any of that stuff anymore. So while you still can, we know we're all taking precautions. So are these restaurants. All these places are taking crazy amounts of precautions as they prepare your food, as they prepare where they make the food and giving it over to you, because no one wants to obviously be a part of giving anything to anybody. While you still can, if you're able, please do support restaurants in the city and any business in the city that you still can that may be kind of falling on hard times with lack of business and things like that. So continue to keep doing that, because, you can only cook so many meals at home. You know what's crazy about being at home and cooking it at home?
What's crazy?
There's dirty dishes after every meal. What the hell's up with that?
Oh, you didn't know that?
No.
Yeah, every time.
Every time?
Without fail.
I got to do this every time? I washed the kitchen like a day ago. It's already a disaster.
You could just eat your meal over whatever you cooked it in.
That's true. Like a KD
just
pot.
Go the straight dirt bag route. There's options.
You never eaten KD straight out of the pot?
God, wow. Yes, I have.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you
sorry,
go.
am I working in the restaurant industry again? I'm just going to eat my dinner over a garbage can. Back to work. Give me a second. These potatoes are too hot.
The Mornings at the Cabin podcast.
Joined from deep in the recesses of the Amber Mountains in Yellowknife, it's OJ. OJ. It's Ollie. Ollie, what's
You're
going
Jay.
on? I don't know what the hell
He's
happened.
just O.
I think I had a small seizure just then.
Oh, geez.
Ollie, good morning.
Morning.
I don't know what happened. I don't. I'm tripping over my words, and like I said,
Just tripping.
Tripping, buddy. I've been microdosing all week.
It's been a wild isolation.
It's been a wild and crazy isolation. I'm not sure what day it is, what year it is. We're all just here swimming with dolphins, brother. Ollie, how are you?
Significantly better than you by the sound of things. Yeah, not bad.
Good.
Still in bed, not going to lie to you. Still in bed, writing the news, chatting to you.
Yep.
What more can I want?
Absolutely. And these are the pictures I love that you paint for us each morning. Yeah. So I like I said, I only did a week, and I was talking about it earlier, and I got a little agitated just because it's the feeling of kind of being out and about right now. It feels a little off. Everything feels off. There's nobody out in the streets. There's still kind of waiting for that other shoe to drop, right? For the whole just a lockdown to happen, because we're seeing it everywhere. So I'm feeling a little weird today. So I mean,
honestly, I could do a year in here right now. Like I'm ready to go. I've got everything I need. It sounds horrible outside. Why would anybody want to be out there right now?
Well, it was -4 yesterday.
Yeah, it looks beautiful outside.
Yeah. It's gorgeous.
There is a virus that could do you some very serious damage.
Yes.
That is out there somewhere.
Yes.
I am in my house right now. I'm as safe as I could possibly be. I'm in a very cozy bed. It's nice and warm. I have got no desire for this self-isolation to end. I am just going to cough down the phone to public health tomorrow. Get another one of these tests. No, I'm not. I'm joking. I would never be that irresponsible.
Well, I mean, you're gumming up the system, Ollie.
Genuinely, I did want to say that once I'm technically allowed out of self-isolation, I don't think my life is going to change that much, because I don't really want to be anywhere else now.
No, that's understandable. And I mean, and right now, if you don't mind me saying, obviously, a lot of people pumping your tires, but you're doing, your best work, some of your best work that we've ever seen, from the comfort of your smelly hovel, deep in the Amazon.
Yeah. We can smell COVID corner from here.
Yeah. Now, of course, there's nothing else to do but work. And that's what I was kind of going through over the past week, is like trying to think of things to do for the morning show over the phone. But other than that, for my other work, there's not much that can be done. So I'm sitting there kind of trying to figure out what to do. And that's why I was so relieved when I read some posts from people in an article saying, listen, if you're not excelling at something right now, that's okay.
Yeah.
You can just be at home and just kind of reflect on what's going on. Try to make a plan maybe, but if you're out of your routine, that's okay.
Right. And there are only certain industries where you can really excel in a pandemic. Like the healthcare industry, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
Like the retail industry could take great steps to look after people during a pandemic. Journalists absolutely have a role to play in a pandemic. There are lots of people in a pandemic who don't have a role to play other than staying at home and being well and safe.
Yeah.
And I realized that, you're right. It's kind of a weird sensation, because you're sitting there feeling like this massive global drama is playing out. And what is your role in that? Well, your role in that is not to get sick and not to infect other people.
Yes. Last night we saw what we kind of seen examples of across the world, Spain, Italy, but also Vancouver is making noise, applauding, cheering for healthcare workers around 7 o'clock. So they've been doing it in Vancouver, and Trudy House last night put it out there, and there was a big clanging of pots and pans throughout Yellowknife, including you on COVID Corner at 7 o'clock last night for healthcare workers, and something we'd like to see continue because these are the people we should be cheering for. Anybody who's still working right now, who is like an essential worker, should get some ovation and should get some praise.
Absolutely. It's great that people were doing that last night. I have seen some hilarious video. I want to give a shout out to, I think it's Natasha. Yeah, Natasha McCagg, who someone appears to have acquired a rather large inflatable panda outfit, and at least one child of hers was outside last night banging pots and pans, dressed as a ginormous inflatable panda. I don't know why. I got no idea where the panda idea came from. But you know what? If you're going to go out and bang pots and pans to cheer on healthcare workers, you might as well do it looking like a mascot.
Yeah.
Pandemic.
I got it. Yeah. Panda pandemic.
Ollie, obviously you are continuing to keep us updated on everything that's going on every night on COVID Corner. You're doing a fantastic job of that. So we continue to thank you for that. But for those who maybe have not been able to keep up, I don't know what else you're doing at 7 p.m.
That's right.
Or any other time, because really you can just watch it after.
I mean, it's become appointment viewing. I've seen people post on Facebook. It's like, it's almost 7, time for COVID Corner, going to crack a beer.
Yeah. So we thought we put together a quick little recap of last night's, because there was a lot going on, as there has been for the last week and a half or so. But just to kind of catch people up quickly with what the latest is on COVID-19. You gonna play that there?
Yeah, Justin? I'll play that right now.
Yeah, okay. By the way,
great music.
Kudos on the intro music.
Well done.
The countdown, the music. It's like you're watching like an action movie trailer.
Action!
I was sitting there last night like, oh my god, 37 seconds until Ollie saves the world.
All right, here it comes. A quick recap of COVID Corner from last night, March 25th, 2020.
Stay the heck away from each other. Stay the heck away from them. Stay the heck away from them. Stay the heck away from me. Stay the heck away from everybody outside your house. Occasionally, even people inside your house.
A tight recap of last night's COVID Corner.
Did we miss anything?
So, I'm sure that was hilarious, but you forgot to send any of it down my audio channel.
No, everything was queued up. So I guess you didn't hear it, but everyone else did.
Even better. What do you think that audio was, Ollie?
Yeah, I can't tell you anything about that. Didn't hear a thing, but I'm sure it was hilarious. Well done.
Well, it was going through the same channel. That's why. So
did it involve the phrase "stay the heck away"?
It did.
Yes.
Yeah.
Excellent.
I knew you'd know it.
And you know what? We'll know when things are getting more serious when you say hell. When you say hell, stay the hell away from me.
Yeah.
Right now, heck, we're still like, okay, well, we'll just...
It's more Canadian.
That's right.
Double hockey.
Yeah, exactly. We'll take his advice, but when it's stay the hell, it's like, oh, man.
There's basically, once you get to stay the heck away, there are basically 2 stages you can elevate to. From there, let's hope we don't have to reach the last stage.
Yeah, that's right.
Ollie's next level is the bloomin' heck away from me.
COVID Corner, red level alert. Stay the hell away from me. That's right. Another episode tonight at 7 of COVID Corner. Ollie from deep in the recesses of the Amber Mountains here in Yellowknife, enjoying the warmth of his bed. I'm sure the smell in your apartment is just fantastic.
Oh, it's ripe.
Oh, man.
Vivid.
Vivid. Yeah, that's quite a descriptor. Okay, man. Well, thank you for joining us as always, and keep up the incredible work. And we will, of course, just keep you updated with anything we can send your way.
Awesome. Have a lovely day, everybody. And see you tonight and speak to you tomorrow.
All right. Bye-bye. Ollie Williams from his hovel and doing some fantastic work. Remember, if you have anything that you want to send to him that are updates or honestly, again, don't post rumors. But if you do hear something, you can let Ollie know, and then he can maybe look into it for you or have our team of reporters look into it for you. Again, do not post unsubstantiated stuff on Facebook. It only serves to foment fear and mistrust and things like that.
Our whole news team actually has been checking the mailbox at cabinradio.ca. So if you do have any questions, and we have received a lot of them, our whole news team is keeping an eye on that.
That's right.
So someone will get back to you. May not be right away, but someone will get back to you with hopefully some sort of clarity.
That's absolutely right. Keep on keeping on, everybody. Thank you to everybody who sent me a picture last night. I posted up a little thing on Facebook saying, I hope everyone's doing okay. And I hope you are, and hope you're handling isolation well. And if you are working, if you're an essential worker, then thank you for that. And keep on, like I said, keep on keeping on, and just we'll make it through. This too shall pass. Shout out to, of course, all the frontline workers. Shout out to grocery store workers. Shout out to anybody who is still working. Remember to support your local businesses and artists if you're able to. Buy a print, buy a gift card, go get some takeout while you still can.
Leave Pat Kane alone.
Let's leave Pat Kane alone.
Thanks for listening. Check out more from the show at cabinradio.ca and by following the Mornings at the Cabin Facebook page.